Okay, we're on board the California Zephyr, headed towards Emeryville, California, which is just across the bay from San Francisco. This part of the ride here is through the canyons in Colorado. I am sure this is I-70 to the right of us, that's one hell of a road. I drove that with my family when we moved out to Oregon in 1975, and it was quite a drive. So now I'm on the other side of the river in the train, getting to watch the cars go down the highway. And if you look, you can tell that the road is split up into two different sections. Being on the hill, the incline, they built it in two different sections, one higher, one lower. So it's quite a drive. You really have to pay attention when you're driving through this area. Some beautiful scenery through here. I always like to scan the hills, see if I can find any wildlife. These views through here are just too beautiful. I mean, check this out. You're getting to see this canyon, and that's one hell of a highway. I mean, it must be quite the deal to take care of that year round, because I'm sure they have rock slides and have to clear the paths for the cars. Here you can see some water coming down through a pipe feeding into the river. In a while, too, all these cars go through a tunnel through the mountain, which is a rather long tunnel from what I remember driving it. It might not be all that long as compared to a lot of tunnels, but for my first one, driving through a mountain when I was 17 it was enough for me. So here I am sitting in my room out, just checking out the views. Every time I am by a highway and I see some truckers, I always wonder if that's my trucker buddy from Wichita. Hey Larry, what's up, buddy? And most of these roads that I've been by too, he has driven on them. I muted the audio that came with the original video because where I must have had my camera at, it was picking up the sounds from the AC unit blowing on, so you just heard this constant. So I thought that would get a little annoying, so I muted that audio and did a voice overlay here. But yeah, this really beautiful river here. When I am on board the trains, believe it or not, sometimes I go for long periods without sleep due to the fact the scenery is so beautiful. I don't want to miss any of it, so I keep myself awake. Normally, when I'm at home, I take a nap. Like I just got up from a nap a little bit ago. But here, you just don't want to miss anything. That's another reason I recorded on everything, too. And now that I have an editing program, I can talk to you and let you know what you're seeing here. This should make it a little more interesting for you. But yeah, I'd really like to ride this California Zephyr when they've had some good rains and some snow and everything, and see this river really full and running fast. I'll bet it's quite something then. At one point, this is the river I believe that they call Moon River, that the people in the boats love to moon the Amtrak tourist. it's, it's a little game that the locals like to play, and the people on board the trains actually look for it, which is kind of funny. Oh my goodness. Well, it was a nice day out here overall. A little overcast, cloudy, but made for a nice, pleasant day whenever we did get to stop. I'm surprised that we never saw any boaters, rafters through this area here. It looks like a perfect area to be rafting through. I mean, you'd need something with, very low clearance so that you could float over. Probably not a whole lot of water sometimes there, it looks like, from the ripples. Yeah, it is quite a highway, isn't it? There, you see how it's elevated. Uh, one direction is up high, and then the other direction is down low. They had to pretty much make their own little flat spots for each of the roadways going both ways. From the looks of the road, though, it's not one that you want to have car trouble on. So I think the word to the wise would be maintain your car before you go into this area, because you're going to need it. You're going to need all your brakes, everything else mechanically sound with your car. And when you're on these downhill roads with these truckers, man, give them plenty of room. If they're coming up on you a little fast, either let them go around you if there's room, or get going so that they can get going. Because I don't think I'd be wanting to test their brakes all that much if they've been having to use them a lot, especially in some of these passes. The grades are pretty sharp, so you got to have your wits about you. Yeah, the scenery through here is just too beautiful. Not sure exactly where we're at here. I think we're probably somewhere around the Glenwood Springs area. We really didn't get into the canyons until after we left Denver. And then we had a series of switchbacks that we had to go up so we could, gain elevation and get up over the mountains. Ew. That's another reason I like using my GoPro, because I can set it to record and then I can also look elsewhere. So I can record and see everything else too. That way, this gives me something to look back on later and reminisce, because these are some great trips. On this trip here alone, I think I did around 5,000 miles. I must have had something important to say there. Yes, the California Zephyr is really a beautiful ride through the canyons in Colorado there. Well, I think we're about at the end of this little video right here. So, um, thanks to everyone for watching You're Here with Chef's Tracks. I'm going to start narrating my videos so I can bring you more.